I want to take this time to talk about myself and the great noble men in my life that taught me this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. I'm gonna start off with a very special man by the name, a worldwide international man, and he ain't never left the United States, but he's known around the world because everywhere I go, people say, "Who is this Señor Leroy?" And he taught you a lot. I say, "Yeah, I grew up around a lot of wise men." I said, "Actually, them 3 or 4 years that I spent hanging around him, that was my college, you know? It really was." But I remember one time, and it's helped, and I'm gonna tell you how this helped me when I started traveling and going different places. I remember one time we was standing outside and somebody was walking up and he tapped me. He said, "Hey Tony." I said, "Sir." He said, "I'm finna show you how to get rid of somebody." I said, "What?" He said, just pay attention. He always used to tell me, if you listen, you will learn. I said, all right. So this person walked up, right? "Hey, Mr. Johnson, how you doing?" He said, "I'm doing fine. How you doing today?" He said, "Oh, Mr. Johnson, I'm down. I'm down. I need some help." He said, "Well, I'll be glad to help you. Just tell me what you need." He said, "I need to borrow about $60." He said, "No problem. I got you. Don't even worry about it." So he was feeling in his wallet and he tapped me again. He said, "Watch this." He said, "You just need 60?" "Yeah, that's all I need, Mr. Johnson. I got you on the first. When I get my check back, I got you." He said, "All right, all right." So he pulled out the money and he put it in his hand. And old boy was like, "Man, Mr. Johnson, you really got me out of bind today, man. I appreciate it." So he said, "All right." He said, "You gone?" He said, "Yeah, I'm gone." He said, "Before you leave now, I want you to tell me something." He said, "What is it, Mr. Johnson?" He said, "Now, if you can't pay back 40, how you gonna pay back 100?" He said, "What you talking about?" He said, "Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it." He said, "Don't worry about it." He said, "Just enjoy." Now, we all knew that he owed that man money because he always owed the people money. But when he left, he said, "See, Tony?" He said, "Now, if you got to pay $100 to get rid of a problem, give it to him." He said, don't worry about that money. He said, "You getting rid of a headache." I said, I said, "I'll jot that down in my notes." So, like he said, that, and if you listen, you will learn. Now, the listen and learn part came up when I was talking to this chick. And I think I told you about this. Now, we was sitting down and, we were just casually talking. And she said, "Yeah, baby." She said, you know how they like to do, they like to talk about how they've been done so wrong. She said, "The father of my children, he was very abusive." I say, "Really, baby? How abusive was he?" She said, "Oh, he would just come home after work and attack me and my children." I said, You and the kids, baby?" She said, "Yeah." I said, "Damn." So she started talking. I said, "No." I said, "Wait a minute, baby. This not making no sense. Could you please explain this to me?" I said, "Now you mean to tell me this man would just come home and beat your ass and the kids?" She said, "Yeah, yeah." And I said, "Why?" And she was like, "Oh, I don't know." I said, "You don't know." So she kept talking. Got to get on another subject. I said, "Wait a minute, baby. Wait a minute. I need to understand. I need to know why this man would just come home and whoop your ass, then turn around and whoop the kid's ass for no reason." "No, for no reason." I said, that don't make no sense, baby." I said, "You got to tell me something different." So she kept talking. And I said, "Wait a minute, baby. Please explain to me why this man would just come home and proceed to whooping your ass, not only your ass, the kid's ass." And about after the fourth time, she just blurted out. She said, "Oh, because he was jealous." I said, "Oh, okay. Now we getting to it." I said, "You flirtatious. What do you mean?" I said, "It must have been a reason he was jealous." I said, "He ain't just jealous out of just be jealous." I said, "You got to get a man a reason." "Oh, he didn't like me talking to nobody." I said, "Okay, you like to stay in niggas' faces." "No, it's not that." I said, "Well, what is it then?" And then I was thinking in my head, I said, what it probably was, that man was at work or wherever he was at and was hearing shit. And said, when I get home, I'm gonna whoop this bitch ass. And I said to myself, I said, he probably didn't think them kids was his, but I don't know. Cause like I said, for somebody just to come home and start whooping your ass like that daily, each like not every day, but often, I said, you got to be doing something. And that conversation ended with I don't want to talk about it. I said, I know you don't want to talk about it. I said, because you exposing yourself. But like Señor Leroy taught me, if you listen, you will learn. I said, damn, baby, you just getting your ass whooping for no reason. And then I remember this time, this is a whole nother person, this old cinnamon butter. I remember one time she called me. I was in Alpama. And she called me on video chat. I'm like, what the fuck is she calling me on video chat? She said, Antonio, I said, Simmermore. She said, you in Alpama? I said, yeah, why? What the fuck you? I said, what is that in your business? And she started laughing. I said, how you know where I'm at? Are you spying on me, baby? And she said, nah, I ain't spying on you. She said, but my sons told me you was down there. And I was like, yo, sons? She was like, yeah, now I knew she had 3 kids, but I didn't know she had 6 kids. I assumed she had 3 because I only met 3. And one of them was like 16, the other was like 14, and the other one was like a toddler or something like that. But when I was standing out there, I said, damn, that's why them little niggas was looking at me like that. Cause one of them, this nigga had on like a floral shirt and he had it unbuttoned and he walked up to me and he was like, Amiga, Amiga. And I'm thinking to myself, nigga, I don't fucking know you, but yeah, Amiga, Amiga. Give me what the fuck I came for. And at this time, I will confess, I was doing recreational narcotics. That's what I went to go get. And she said, I told you, don't be going down there because you don't know them people. I said, you sound like my grandma. Everybody wants to kill me. People I don't even know just want to fuck me up. But she was like, no, but she hung up. She was like, don't do that no more. So she hung up. So I'm sitting in the back of the Uber and I was just thinking about all the shit I had done to that woman. I mean, I used to do her dirty, not knowing she had 3 grown ass men for some. But then I thought about it. I said, yeah, we is 2 days apart. So I was sitting there and I said, damn. I called her back and I said, Amor. She said, Father. I said, the scoop or more. And she started laughing. She said, yeah, you don't know who you be playing with. I said, you know what? I said, that was a valuable life lesson. I said, now what if she would have told them little niggas, when you see him, get him or something like that? They would have had me completely off guard, man. You know? So that's why it's important, like Senor Leroy taught me, treat people how you want to be treated. Cause you don't know, man. I said, damn, boy, this bitch got fucking starting 5 and a nigga coming off the bench. Damn. But nah, man, that's why I say, brother, we gotta treat people how we want to be treated, be kind to others, and do not use recreational narcotics because it will cloud your judgment. And like a brother told me, he said, hey man, some people only get one time to make the mistakes you've been making for years. And that's a valuable life lesson, baby.